Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Tyler again. I'm here to go over the second workout in the 2016 Sweat Hearts Throwdown. This workout is called Squat a Lot, and you will be squatting a lot. I'm unfortunately without my trusty demo team today, so you're going to have to deal with just me. 3 parts to this workout. All of them involve front squats. So quickly, movement standards before we get into format. Front squats will happen with the barbell on the front of your shoulders. You can use a traditional rack position or a genie style rack position here. Either one is fine as long as the bar is in the front of your body contacting with the shoulders. If you have a specific mobility limitation that does not allow you to get the bar onto your shoulders and instead you're holding it out in the front of your body, that's less than ideal mechanically, of course, but please show your judge what that front rack looks like for you, and you will be held to that standard for the front rack position. Squat depth. Requirement is that the crease of the hip comes below the top of the knee, right? So you're breaking that parallel plane. This is a pretty standard squat requirement for competitions or for CrossFit in general, so you guys should all be familiar with this. It's a simple movement. Squat, stand back up. At the top of the rep, knees and hips must be fully extended. If you come back up and you leave your hips closed here because you're leaning forward, or for whatever reason your hips don't open fully, that will be called a no rep. If the rep is questionable, either on the depth or on the extension at the top, you'll be given 1 warning by your judge and 1 warning only. If you cannot fix the movement, you will be called no reps on every rep thereafter. If the movement clearly does not meet the standards, those will be called as no reps, and the judge will let you know why. Right? So, moving on, setup. Each station will be equipped with a squat rack, either a road rack like this, part of a rig, or a freestanding squat rack that will be set up for you. Each squat rack will be equipped with 1 45-pound men's Olympic barbell. That's all you get. There is only 1 bar. You will also have 6 45-pound plates, 2 25-pound plates, 4 10-pound plates, 2 5-pound plates, and 2 2.5-pound plates. For all of you math people out there, that totals about 420 pounds with the barbell. So if you run out of weight, awesome. You're stronger than I am. Good for you. Most of us should probably not have an issue with that. Format-wise, this workout is broken up into 3 4-minute chunks. You have 1 running 12-minute clock to cover the entire workout. Part 1. Each competitor, male and female, has 90 seconds to do as many front squats as they can. The open category will be squatting the competitor's body weight, respective to male and female. The scaled category will be squatting 60% of your body weight. Weigh-in is going to happen after registration and before the athlete meeting. So you have about a 1-hour window in which you need to weigh in. If you do not weigh in, we will call you out at the beginning of the athlete meeting, and you will have to go take care of that, and you may miss important information. So please, make sure to arrive with enough time to get your stuff settled and weigh in before the athlete meeting begins. More information will go out about that shortly. Watch your email inboxes for those details. 3, 2, 1, go. The female competitor starts squatting in part 1. 90 seconds, as many front squats as you can get. If it's a no rep, it doesn't count. If it's a good rep, it goes towards your tally. If the bar is dropped, if you have to bail from a front squat for some reason, both competitors may help re-rack the bar. And if you get tired and need to re-rack the bar may be re-racked at any time. So you do not have to keep the bar on your shoulders for the entire 90 seconds. You may put it down and pick it up as many times as you need to. You will then have 30 seconds of rest, during which you will reset the weight on the barbell to the male competitor weight, whatever that load is. At the 2-minute mark on the clock exactly, the male competitor begins squatting. He has 90 seconds, 1.5 minutes, to do as many front squats as he can with his appropriate load, either body weight or 60% of body weight, depending on your category. At the end of the 4 minutes, the total number of reps performed by both the female and the male competitors get added together. That becomes your score for part 1. Part 2 begins exactly at the 4-minute mark on the clock. At that 4-minute mark, you will have 4 more minutes, so between 4 and 8 on the clock, to establish a 5-rep max front squat for both competitors. That means 4 minutes total for both of you to find your 5 rep max front squat. Weight may be added or subtracted as needed. So you may add or remove weight from the bar depending on your own team's strategy. Both competitors may help load and unload the bar. Again, both competitors may help get the bar into the rack if the bar is dropped. If you're performing a set of 5 and one of the reps is a no rep for whatever reason, you may perform another good rep during that set before you put the bar down to complete the 5 before you re-rack the bar. Only complete sets of 5 will be scored. This is important. So if you have 5 reps but one of them is a no rep and you put the bar back, that set does not count. If you have 4 3/4 reps and you bail on the squat before you stand all the way up on that final rep, that entire set does not count. No partial credit is given for the 5 rep max attempts. The 5 rep max load, successful load, for both the female and male competitors will be added together. That becomes your score for the second part of the workout. Third part of the workout begins at exactly the 8-minute mark on the clock, from 8 to 12. In that 4-minute chunk, you are going to establish a 1 rep max front squat for both competitors. Again, weight may be added or removed as needed. Both competitors may help load or unload. Both competitors may help re-rack the bar if needed. All the squat standards apply throughout the entire workout. There is only one movement. The movement is front squat, and you will be doing a lot of that. If you have any other questions, hit us up in the comments, hit us up on the event Facebook page, ask us at the athlete meeting. This one is pretty straightforward. Once you've got your head wrapped around the format and the movement standards for the squat, it's probably a good idea to come up with a strategy. Final tip, pro tip for competitors, it is a really good idea to add the weight up with your judge as you are loading or unloading the bar. Say it out loud. I'm putting 45s on, that's 135. Another pair of 45s, that's 225. Make sure you agree with your judge on the load before you start lifting. The load that the judge records is the load that will be scored. If you have a discrepancy with that, or you think that you lifted something else, it takes time afterwards to go back and add up the plates and do the barbell math. So best to do that on the front end as you're loading. Make sure you and your judge agree on the weight before you start your set. Other than that, I think you guys should be pretty good to go on this. If you have any other questions, like I said, hit us up in any one of those forums that I mentioned, and we'll see you on the 13th.